6 things mentally tenacious people do. In this video we are going to look at 6 things mentally tenacious people do. Being mentally strong is a willful act to do certain things, and a mindset that sees things from a positive perspective. Instead of quitting something, do something instead. Maybe it's time to take another look at your mental health. It can't be good if you're jeopardizing the one thing that keeps you going. So many times in our lives, we give up on ourselves out of frustration and disappointment. People end up giving into self-destructive behaviors like addiction and more simply procrastination. Remember, a strong mind is what will get us through anything life throws at us. Even when things are bad, they'll become better because there was nothing else holding us back from looking forward. Mental strength is a difficult strength to come by, but it all starts with healthy habits. If you are serious about being mentally strong in the future, then now is your time for action. To be able to have mental tenacity, we need to develop some good routines and habits that will keep us on track, and not allow any distractions or other pressures from getting in our way of success. Some people might say this isn't enough work because they think just developing these habits isn't going to make them stronger, when really they're wrong. Once you start building up those healthy habits into what's happening day after day, month after month, then soon enough progress will begin to take place. Eventually, you can find yourself well equipped and ready for anything that comes your way. As a person of high mental strength, you need to be able to control your thoughts and emotions. This is why it's important not only to avoid toxic habits, but also to stay disciplined in all aspects of life so that you can develop tenacity as well. Listed below are some healthy practices and habits that can help with a stronger and more tenacious mindset. This type of mindset helps with continued growth and learning throughout your entire life. 1. Accept change and go with the flow. Life is full of changes. From the day you're born to when your heart stops beating for good. But there's no shame in being scared sometimes. Especially if change means leaving a place that feels like home and going somewhere new where everything is different. But it doesn't mean we should stay stuck either. Just because things are familiar does not make them right for us forever. Imagine how boring life would be if we never progressed or moved forward. And growth? Well, we all have got to grow up sometime, so why not take on something scary now before our lives start petrifying from the lack of doing anything challenging? Change is inevitable. In life, and with some degree of mental tenacity, you have to learn how to shift gears from what you're doing today to something different. Face challenges with open arms each day and learn the art of being flexible. A tenacious spirit is not a rigid one that shies away from change. It also allows for flexibility when the winds of change blow through your personal space. Get out there, into this world where changes await. An opportunity just waiting for someone like yourself who's ready. Change can be both frightening but exciting at the same time. Embrace it as often as possible so that even though scary unknowns may arise during these moments, they won't seem daunting anymore because we know all too well what exactly comes along with them: new opportunities and growth. 2. Be comfortable with yourself and don't worry about pleasing others. It is crucial to be able to stand up for oneself and speak their mind. Imagine for a moment you are in the shoes of an individual like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, or Martin Luther King Jr. Think about all they had to do and what it means when people say that these individuals showed strength by speaking up and fighting against oppression. The next time someone pushes you or insults something that matters to you, stand up for yourself. Speak your mind and make those around you aware of the things in which they are ignorant. You have to be your own person. Have the courage and strength of will, not just because you think it's what people want, but for yourself too. Stand up against public opinion if that goes against those core values. Don't be a people pleaser. You'll always live in the shadows and never have developmental tenacity. If you are finding these tips encouraging and inspiring, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to hit the bell so you can be notified each time a new video comes out. 3. Embrace the journey to achieving what you want. Seeking instant gratification, or trying to get satisfaction as quickly and easily as possible, will always leave you wanting more. Developing mental fortitude is the key to real success. Relying on a sense of instant gratification only leads to an abyss of dissatisfaction because we never end up satisfied with what we have. Patience is a virtue. There's no substitute for hard work and diligence when it comes to solving problems, so be patient with yourself and focus on the bigger picture of what you want in life. Ignore any voices that tell you otherwise. Remember, patience is key. If something doesn't seem to be working right away, then give time some more thought before making rash decisions or throwing your hands up in defeat. Just like marathon athletes, it's more than just practice that will determine your success. Slow down a bit and try to be consistent by challenging yourself with difficult tasks from time to time. This will help you strengthen your mental endurance, which is the key ingredient in winning any battle of wills. 4. Face challenges and tasks head-on. People with mental tenacity are always able to follow through on their plans and make them a reality, no matter how difficult they may be. Unlike those who just dwell in constant dread of doing what is necessary for success, these people ultimately accomplish all that they set out to do despite any obstacles or challenges along the way. To be a person of mental fortitude, it is important to be disciplined and accomplish things in a timely manner. Leaving tasks for the last minute indicates poor self-discipline and organization, while often depriving you of the opportunity to plan for future challenges. Mentally strong people don't need to spend their time organizing or keeping track of things because they are in charge. They have the discipline and self-control skills necessary for that task, which enables them to do other work too. It's time for a change. Stop waiting and start acting. You have the power to make it happen, so don't wait until tomorrow to do what you could be doing today. 5. Keep your head up and look to the positive. One of the most unfitting feelings we can ever have is self-pity. But it's not just a feeling. Self-pity leaves a person believing that anything that goes wrong is an opportunity to feel sorry for themselves. It also opens the door for people to become the victim, which is when they perceive and become dramatic about how unfair the world is to them. One example of someone who understood what was important was D.H. Lawrence when he coined his famous words, "I never saw a wild thing feel sorry for itself." He knew that life wasn't fair. No one gets everything they want or deserves without putting some effort into obtaining these things themselves. So stop complaining, get up off your lazy butt and make something happen. Give yourself some credit and stop feeling sorry for how hard your life is. We all have goals in our lives that we know to be difficult. But the only way you can achieve them is by working through challenges with determination, not giving up because it's too much work or there are too many obstacles. If this means pushing past a fear of failure or stepping out on faith into new territory, then so be it. 6. Keep looking forward. The past can forever trap us like quicksand, unable to move forward. To be mentally strong, you have to walk away from the things of the past that hold us back and consume our energy. Life moves fast, and it's important to always be in the now, to be present. Forgive yourself for your past mistakes, and live as if each day is a new beginning. Take chances, make progress on what you're passionate about because anything can happen at any time. Living life with this mentality will leave an everlasting impact that cannot be replicated by dwelling on the past or being haunted by it. If you want to live a healthy and happy life, then it is important for you not let your memories cripple or haunt you. If this happens often enough, the past will start to shape how events in reality happen. So make all necessary preparations, like writing down a plan. And walk fearlessly through what's happening now, as if these moments are weightless. There is a type of person that you may not be expecting. They are the kind who has an inexplicable level of tenacity in all they do, and it comes from deep within their spirit. To become one of these people requires more than just being careful. There must also come self-analysis, introspection, and discipline to make sure this quality stays alive for as long as possible. Those with such intense levels of tenacity will learn how to drop behaviors that weaken them. One should always stay mindful about every action or decision to avoid mistakes along the way. When a challenge is presented, that person will have the mental tenacity to see whatever it is to the end. If you took just one of these tips and fully implemented it into a new habit, imagine what a difference it could make. If you are motivated by this video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification. Thank you for watching.